Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of those videos where I talk about updates on the Steam version of Dwarf Fortress coming from Toady1 and KitFox. But we have a part 2 for the video that I uploaded last night, or yesterday morning, or whatever time zone you happen to be in at the time, about bridges. So Meph posted 2 pictures of bridges in a part 1 and part 2 fashion on Reddit, taking people's feedback in real time, and we have a third work in progress bridge image, which I'm going to show you right here. But first, let me just quickly read his post. It says, sorry for the triple post, a final proposition for the shadows, indicating with the end pieces and the way they work with north and south aligned bridges, which is something that was asked for in the comments of the last video, which is fantastic that he followed up with on this. And he made the railings lower and less prominent and squished everything into 32 by 32 sprites, and the previous version had 32 by 48 pixels, which was a problem. The full spreadsheet has a meager 224 sprites for bridges, which is massive. Once again, there's a lot of art going into this thing. I can't wait to see the final sprite count. But regardless, here is the image that we have been presented with. The final, well, not final, but work in progress image that has been moved along. So we have some narrow bridges and some vertical bridges, various different sizes and shapes. So slightly lower and less prominent railings on this one versus the old image. I'll do a side-by-side of the version 2 that he did and the version 3. So slightly, lower railings, less prominent railings, so it won't look as weird if dwarves happen to walk across the railings like they already kind of do. Although I kind of love the mental image of dwarves like balancing on those little rope things. I really, really like the thin bridges here. I think that these are like stellar, just in comparison to the old bridges, which I showed in the previous video. I think that these are absolutely a step in the right direction. I do think that there will be some places where these will look a little bit weird, specifically like some of the uses of bridges in traps, for example, like when you put them inside of a hallway and you use them as mashers or whatever, or if you're using them to smash garbage. I think that they will look a little odd, but I do not really mind that because that's kind of using bridges outside of their real intended purpose, right? So also on the end here with the short one, you can actually see the retracted bridge instead of the raised bridge, because bridges can either retract back into themselves or raise up and become a wall to block things. Once again, if you have feedback for these, I'd love to see what you guys have to say about this down in the comments section. And to anybody who watches these videos, thank you very much for taking the time to watch them. And if you leave a comment, that helps the YouTube algorithm. And thank you to those of you people out there who support this channel on Patreon and allow me to make these update videos in real time as things happen related to Dwarf Fortress. If you want more Dwarf Fortress stuff, there's more Dwarf Fortress stuff over on my YouTube channel that you can reasonably watch in a lifetime, as well as on my Twitch channel, where I stream Dwarf Fortress a good number of days of the week. Also, please support Bay12 Games on Patreon, because they're doing such good work here. And shoutouts to Meph and Mike, who are working on the art for Dwarf Fortress. And thanks to KitFox for being awesome and publishing it. I know that everybody's excited about the Steam version of Dwarf Fortress, and many people want release dates, but just remember, be patient and sign up for the email lists, then keep up with everything in real time. It'll be out sooner than later, but just keep patient, everybody. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.